Hello people! I'm Roz Kaveney and this is my last set. So you can cheer either because you like it or because you hate it. It's a win-win situation. Okay, this is one of the set and the mic isn't working, so we just have to wing it. Hello? Oh, that's better. This is one of a set of pseudo 18th century ballads that I've been writing, and this one was written for the a benefit for the Dyke March. The Ballad of the Roaring Girl and the Pirate Queen. She swaggered down the street. Her bright red boots had hobnails and steel toes. Her fingers wore rings sharpened to take eyes. She often swore great oaths, guffawed aloud in shrieks and hoots. Would work for hire, keep peace inside an inn after her fashion, which was often loud. Men took advantage sometimes in a crowd, would tug a petticoat, stick fingers in, she'd be behind them. Had a hawk sharp eye for such, would break the fingers and the arm, would smile so sweetly at them, she had charm. The men she maimed would look at her and sigh that she was not for them. Oh, she would drink alongside men and slap them on the back in friendship, though their ribs would often crack. Then she'd grow sad, for she would often think of her best friend, another Irish lass, stolen by corsairs from High Barbary. Her tears were salt as the dividing sea. She swore, no matter all the years that passed, like sand that blows, she never would forget her friend, would find her somewhere on a shore so far away. If they'd made her a whore, it would not matter, and her cheeks grew wet. She thought of wrongs men had done to her friend, she could not find and punish, would not mope, would punish men who'd beat or rape or grope the women of the town. Some poem penned, her story is a chapbook, which she sold out on street corners, signed it with her mark as she'd been taught. One day she would embark to Barbary, by passage with her gold, pay for each twisted arm, each broken head, and sale of books beside. She only drank the beer that people bought her, and she stank rather than pay the bathhouse. She ate bread and rarely meat. She lived a life of thrift, wore what would wear well, slept on stable straw, had secret wealth saved, lived among the poor, could buy silk nightgowns, wore a half-town shift, and all for love. And one day she set sail with a sea captain who had earned her trust, yet coveted her gold. He sprinkled dust ground down from Poppy in the glass of ale. He planned to sell her. Down in Timbuktu they'd make her fence blind wrestlers, or an ape that strangled, wrapped in chains, make her escape from swift fierce cheetahs in the Emir's zoo. Shackled and bound, she lay among the stench of undrained bilge. Rats splashed amid the mess. 'Twas the betrayal irked her. Her distress heightened by feeling she'd let down the wench she yearned for. Then she heard a cannonade, and then the noise of swordplay on the deck. She feared the fight would leave the ship a wreck, and she would drown, who had been first betrayed. But then an open hatch, a shaft of light. Corsairs came down and freed her from her chains and led her to the deck. She saw the brains of her betrayer, skull smashed in the fight, and spat in his dead face. Though now a slave, she'd act as a free woman, rather die than crawl to any master, would not lie or feign submission. Then Dame Fortune gave her wheel a twist. She thought the Corsair's lord would be some bearded captain, tall and scarred, harsh in his punishments, vindictive, hard. But that was not at all who came aboard. Led by her men, bedecked with rings and lace, her silver sword belt bright with filigree, emerald garters tied around each knee, the thinnest veil of silk around her face, she met their queen, who said, "Who is this rogue, this roaring girl, this harridan, so bold and fierce and shameless, yet betrayed and sold?" Her heart leaped, for she recognized the brogue of her home village. "Bold I am, yet true to her I love, whom Corsairs stole from me. I fought for years, bought passage across the sea, and 'tis all even. Now I'm brought to you." She laughed for glee and kissed the pirate queen smack on the lips, pushing aside her veil, and soon the pair of them were under sail, happier than girls in love have ever seen. I've been Roz Kaveney. Thank you very much.